Hey everyone, and welcome back to Nile and Moon, your cosmic compass for wellness and self-discovery. I am so glad you are here with us today. Have you ever had that feeling, that little whisper, or maybe a persistent ache that you just couldn't shake? That knot in your stomach before a big presentation, or the sudden exhaustion after a difficult conversation? What if your body has been trying to tell you something really important for years and you just haven't been listening? That's what we're talking about today, the somatic signals you might be ignoring. In our fast-paced world, it is so easy to get caught up in the whirl of external demands. We're constantly bombarded with information, notifications, and the pressure to perform, to produce, to push through. We wake up, grab our phones, chug some coffee, and immediately dive into the day's tasks. By the time we collapse into bed, we're often so mentally exhausted that we haven't given a single thought to what our physical selves have experienced or tried to communicate. Think about it. When was the last time you truly paused, not to check email, not to meditate, but just to listen to your body? To feel the subtle shifts in your breath, the tension in your jaw, the slight tremor in your hands? For many of us, this kind of internal listening feels foreign, almost indulgent. We've been taught to override discomfort, to ignore fatigue, to power through pain. We've become masters of distraction, numbing ourselves with endless scrolling, busy work, or even unhealthy habits, all to avoid facing what our bodies are trying to reveal. It's like living in a beautiful house, but never bothering to check the foundation or listening to the creaks and groans of the walls. Eventually, those small signals turn into bigger problems. That persistent headache becomes a migraine. That gnawing anxiety becomes a panic attack. That chronic tension leads to physical pain or even illness. Our bodies are not just vessels for our brains. They are sophisticated communication systems, constantly sending us messages about our emotional state, our needs, and our overall well-being. And learning to interpret these messages, to truly understand our body's language, is one of the most powerful tools you can cultivate for genuine wellness. So, let's dive into what these somatic signals really are. Somatic simply means relating to the body. And somatic signals are essentially the physical manifestations of our internal experiences, particularly our emotions and our nervous system's responses. For instance, when you feel stressed, your body doesn't just feel stressed in an abstract way. It activates your sympathetic nervous system, leading to a cascade of physical changes. Your heart rate increases, your muscles tense, your breathing becomes shallow, and your digestion slows down. These are all somatic signals, clues that your system is in fight or flight mode. This isn't some new age concept. This is deeply rooted in scientific understanding. Researchers like Dr. Peter Levine, the developer of somatic experiencing, have dedicated their careers to understanding how trauma and stress are stored in the body. Dr. Levine's work, extensively detailed in his book Waking the Tiger, Healing Trauma, shows us that when we experience overwhelming events, our bodies often go into a freeze response, holding on to the unprocessed energy of that experience. This can manifest years later as chronic pain, anxiety, or even digestive issues. He argues that by listening to and gently guiding the body through these stored sensations, we can release the trauma. Similarly, Dr. Bessel van der Kolk, a leading expert in post-traumatic stress, highlights in The Body Keeps the Score how trauma literally reshapes the brain and the body. He emphasizes that traditional talk therapy often falls short because the traumatic memories are not stored as narrative recollections in the prefrontal cortex, but as sensory and emotional fragments in the limbic system and brainstem. This means your body truly remembers, even when your conscious mind doesn't. The tightness in your chest, the clenching in your jaw, the restless legs, these are your body's way of re-experiencing and trying to process what happened. Then there's the groundbreaking work of Dr. Stephen Porges and his polyvagal theory. Dr. Porges explains that our vagus nerve, a major nerve running from our brainstem to our gut, plays a crucial role in regulating our emotional states and social engagement. It has different branches that respond to perceived safety or danger, influencing our heart rate, digestion, and even our facial expressions. When we feel safe, our ventral vagal system is active, allowing for connection and calm. When threatened, our sympathetic system kicks in for fight or flight, and if overwhelm continues, our dorsal vagal system can lead to a freeze or collapse response. These are all felt in the body as sensations of warmth, openness, tension, or numbness. So, what does this mean for you today? It means your body is a treasure trove of information, a loyal companion constantly trying to guide you towards health and well-being. Ignoring its signals is like ignoring a smoke alarm. Eventually, there's going to be a bigger fire. The good news is you can start listening right now. Here are 3 concrete things you can try tonight to start tuning in to your body's wisdom. First, try a simple, gentle body scan before you fall asleep. Lie down comfortably in bed. Close your eyes. Start by bringing your attention to your feet. Just notice any sensations there without judgment. Are they warm, cold, tingly, heavy? Then, slowly move your awareness up your body to your ankles, calves, knees, thighs, hips, and so on. Take your time. When you find a spot of tension, simply breathe into it. Imagine your breath softening that area. You don't need to fix anything, just notice. This practice builds awareness, helping you identify where you hold stress. Second, try the shake it off practice. This might sound a little silly, but it's incredibly effective and rooted in how animals release stress. Think of a dog after a scare. It shakes off the excess energy. Stand up, put on some music if you like, and for a few minutes, literally shake your body. Shake your hands, your arms, your legs, your whole torso. Let your jaw hang loose and even shake your head gently. Allow any tension to physically vibrate out of you. This helps to discharge excess adrenaline and cortisol, the stress hormones, from your system. Do it for 3 to 5 minutes and notice how much lighter you feel afterwards. And third, implement a 2-minute check-in throughout your day. Set an alarm on your phone to go off 3 or 4 times a day, just for 2 minutes. When it rings, no matter what you are doing, pause. Put your hands on your belly or your heart. Close your eyes if you can, or just soften your gaze. Take 3 deep, slow breaths. And then simply ask yourself, what is my body telling me right now? Is there any tightness, any discomfort, any ease? Is there a particular emotion being held in a certain area? Just acknowledge what you find. This regular pause creates tiny windows for self-connection, preventing those small signals from becoming overwhelming shouts. Remember, your body is not just some inconvenient thing you drag around. It is your most ancient, most loyal companion, constantly working to keep you safe, healthy, and thriving. It holds your history, your wisdom, and your incredible capacity for healing. By learning to truly listen to its subtle language, you unlock a deeper level of self-understanding, resilience, and well-being. It is a journey of coming home, one breath, one sensation, one gentle acknowledgement at a time. So go ahead, listen. Your body is talking. This has been Nile and Moon. Your chart is not your destiny. It is your invitation. See you next episode.